Women's Royal Rumble, it's been announced that it's going to be Bayley, Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky. I fucking butchered that. Io Sky.
Yeah.
Ivy Nile, Raquel Rodriguez, and Lyra Valkyria.
I mean, I think I'm gonna say Charlotte just because. I was gonna say yeah.
That would be a class underdog story though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like she hasn't wrestled since this 2023.
I know.
End of it.
But as well, it depends on if she enters number 1, she could be absolutely screwed.
Yeah.
But she could enter number 30 and just fresh.
It's one of them ones where she's returning after injury, so like, is she gonna be fresh going into the Royal Rumble and wanting to get a title back, or
I know.
Will she feel the effects of the injury?
I think. Say because I mean, I don't know when she was back from her injury, but she'll have been training for a while as well.
Yeah.
So she could also be she could be the freshest out of all of them, even though she's not wrestled on a show. She'll
just
have been
runs
practicing.
in, starts popping woos on people.
Woo!
Woo!
That's the thing, there's still people who could return as well. Because, if you think there's 30 women going to be in it, and then you announce, 10 there? If that.
Aye.
So that means there's 20 more.
20.
Roughly 20 more to be announced. Obviously, you've still got SmackDown before some more will get announced. But, as I said, Becky Lynch was out. She could come back. I don't know what her status is. Alexa Bliss, she had a kid. And I think that kid's nearly 1 now. She might even be older than 1.
Yeah.
So she's been gone for nearly 2 years. Going on 2 years now. And she's never won a Rumble. But I say you won't know. Yeah, I know you won't have even seen Alexa Bliss, will you?
Nah.
She's class. Yeah, she's class. Honestly, she's really good. Obviously, you've seen Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 40, but she's not she's not been back since then.
Was that against? It was against Rhea Ripley, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's when Rhea won the title. After saying then, Becky Lynch has been gone since then.
That chat.
Well, it was just after, to be fair, after the rest, that was sort of our last big run. Then she was gone for a bit.
Yeah.
So she could be due back, but I think I'd want
Flair.
I think.
Because your mind changes.
I know.
It's like so who's your... So let's say it's down to the last 2 Women's Royal Rumble, both in the ring. Who are you saying will be the last 2?
Who I think or who I want?
Both. So who you think the last 2 standing will be, and who'll win out of the 2 standing?
I think the last 2 are going to be people who... I think it's going to be someone who's not been involved recently. So I'm thinking... I think Charlotte will be one of them. And I do think she'll win it. And then the other one... I feel like it's going to be someone who's not been announced. But I don't know who.
That's what I'm thinking. It's hard to predict when you didn't know the full roster of it.
I'd say because Bianca Belair, she's obviously tag team champion. But... There was the thing where Jade Cargill got attacked backstage and no one knows who it was.
Yeah.
And it keeps hinting at whether it's either... I think it was Naomi who done it. Because that's
pretending that's out of them now.
Yeah, but then it could be Bianca Belair as well. But then it could be a Brit over their team or whatever. But if Jade Cargill returns, the teaser match before Jade Cargill versus Charlotte at WrestleMania, but then Charlotte got injured, so that never happened. So even if it was say Charlotte didn't win, her versus Jade Cargill would be unbelievable. But I'm going to say them. I think Charlotte Flair and I think Becky Lynch, they'll be the last 2. I'm hoping Becky Lynch returns, but they're the 2 I want.
My predictions, I keep changing though, because at first, as much as I don't like her, I said Nia Jax at first just because of the storyline.
Yeah. It's hard to
but then I was
well.
but then I was like, it could be Liv Morgan just both lost like their titles like start of the year, didn't they?
Yeah, and she's
So
got
it was
Raquel
one of them
helping her as
ones.
well.
Aye,
Yeah.
but it was like obviously when Nia won her match,
Yeah.
and then Tiffany came out and cashed the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So then it's sort of like, could that be like a revenge thing?
I know, yeah, like I said,
Might be good for the storyline.
That's the
but
thing I like about this women's one. Like in these past few weeks, like Tiffany's defending that title against Bailey. She cashed in on Nia. Nia's got Candice LeRae helping her. So there's like 4 people involved just there.
Yeah.
But
then it's also Liv Morgan lost to Rhea Ripley, so then she could have like a little revenge as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, there's just loads of storylines.
It could be something like Raquel. Imagine if it was Liv and Raquel left as the last two. It's like, what would happen then? Because like,
I know. Raquel seems the type who would just step out the ring.
Yeah, but Raquel. That's the thing. Before Raquel was with Liv, her and Rhea were a team as well. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like I said, I feel like there's so many like routes it would go down. And same with like, I think Becky Lynch's last match, I could be wrong, but the last match before she got injured was against Liv Morgan. So it could be a case of, imagine it was Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan as the last two left.
Yeah.
Something like I feel like it's a good shot with Nia Jax, like, because I wouldn't put her past that one because she's never won a Rumble either.
Yeah.
It's a good shot, like.
I had I was watching, I think it was SmackDown. I was just catching up on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But I was watching Piper Niven, and I just had like a scenario in my head where it was like, she enters, wins it, and then challenges Chelsea Green for the United States champion.
That's all right.
Just for like jealousy,
it's
not like a Kevin Owens type, where it's just like jealousy.
Yeah, because obviously that United States Women's has only been around 3 months. It was at the first Saturday Night Main Event like last year, so December. But it's only been 2 months. No, not even 2 months. A month and a bit now.
Just short. Yeah.
So that would be sort of like a good way to like establish the title. Like if someone wins a Royal Rumble, instead of going after what's classed as like the main title, going after that would sort of make that be like, oh, like that's a main title as well.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's a good shout. Like, who's your pick?
Right.
If you pick on one, who's the one? Are you going Nia or?
I'm gonna stick to me guns and go Bailey.
Bailey. If you're saying Bailey and I'm saying Charlotte, watch them two be the last two.
Because it's like at the minute the way like the wrestling's been going, they've been focusing more on Bailey and Nia Jax. So I don't know whether that's going to become like a storyline for Royal Rumble.
Possibly.
Or whether they're doing that to throw us off and it's going to be someone like that we would just never have guessed.
That's what I mean, like, that's the best thing about the Royal Rumble. They announced, like, they've never announced this many men for it. Like, they normally announce a lot of them, but they're not like this caliber. It seems like they've announced like all the main ones. But that's the thing I like about the women's. Go on.
They've announced 10 women so far and 12 men.
Yeah. I'd say like even like the names on the men's, it's like you've got Reigns, Cena, Rollins, all that, Punk, people like that. In the women's, it feels like there's a lot of the big names missing. Like Jade Cargill, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, people like that. It could be like there's going to be more people show up because obviously you've got NXT as well, TNA. There could be anyone show up. But I'm sticking with Charlotte. Like I think when the second I seen her returning, second I seen it said she was returning, it was like because obviously she's the women's all-time leading title holder as well. So I'm just thinking like big game Charlotte. I think she'll be up for it.
Right, so we're going. You've said Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
I've said Bailey.
Charlotte Bailey. Not bad. I'm up for it.
But you're saying, who you saying standing in the ring with Charlotte Flair before she wins?
Becky Lynch. Because the fourth, like, turning times now I've lost count, but them two are like the two probably the pillars with Becky Lynch, with Bayley and Sasha Banks as well. Them four like the pillars of like the modern day like women's wrestling. But I think it's gonna be them. Possibly, I think if we're going to the last three, I think it'll be Bayley, Charlotte, Becky as the last three.
Right.
But I do think Charlotte will win though.
I think obviously Bayley to win. But I think it'll be her and Iowa Sky.
Yeah. Because I think damage control and the team and stuff. Yeah. Be good because they fought last year's WrestleMania as well, where Bayley won. Nah, that's fair. I'm up for that.
Right.
So what was
got the
next?
2 out,
What do you get? 2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3 falls match.
It's
got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah, I would say so because I feel like the pattern every year tends to be one of men or women's Royal Rumble. It's always the men's that main evented, apart from 2018 when it was the first ever women's one, so they had that as the main event. But
normally the men's Royal Rumble will be last.
Yeah.
But it'll be like mental if they do it different where the ladder match.
Yeah.
Either of them, because that does seem more hyped.
Main event. Yeah. I think it's because, like I said, the build up of it all has just been that good where it's like it can't not be the main event, but then at the same time, the men's one is finding out like the main event of the biggest show of the year. So then you're like, that can't not be either.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely say 2 out of 3 falls next. Like, probably be the match of the night as well. Like, in terms of wrestling, I would say so. Obviously,
the wrestling will definitely be good.
Yeah, because of like I say, the build up between has been going on for months now. Like, when did Motor City Machine Guns even debut? Now I want to say maybe November last year.
Yeah.
And it's been one of the matches where everyone's wanted them versus DIY, and then it happened on SmackDown, and then there was the one where it was a DQ. But now it feels like that 2 out of 3 falls. It's like it's not just a case of who's going to get a fluke win or a fluke pin. It's like you have to beat them twice to have the titles.
Oh no, yeah.
So it's like there's going to be like a dead set.
DIY winner. Beat them in December for the title, though, didn't they? Was it December?
Yeah. So I think Motor City Machine Guns, I want to say, won it on maybe the second match in WWE.
Yeah.
Then the first defense was against DIY where they lost.
Yeah.
And then, but like I said, DIY beat them when Pretty Deadly got involved, so it was a bit of a fluke win, and they just kept the titles. But it feels like now, obviously doing 2 out of 3 falls, like I said, you're going to have to beat them twice as well. It's going to be a lot harder, but
I feel like
I'm torn. Like,
it'll be mad though, because let's say you combine the scores together. If it's like a 2 out of 3, let's say it goes like 2-1.
Yeah.
Obviously, DIY's it's like 1-0 at the minute.
Yeah. Oh, that's
like DIY's beat Motor City.
Yeah.
Once for the title, so it's like 1-0.
Yeah.
So then now if Motor City beat them.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Let's say it's 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like a 2-1, so it's like right.
Yeah. Exactly.
They'll fight the game for like a draw and try and get the title back.
Yeah.
Or if it's a 2-1 score to Motor City, it'll be 2-2 in essence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then they have to fight again.
Yeah.
To be like.
That would be good. Yeah.
Right.
So have this one. Let's say whoever wins it, and then they have the fight. If they had that match at WrestleMania, it'd be ridiculous.
Oh, I know.
So because they'd go class. Because Motor City Machine Guns has been TNA since I was watching it I haven't watched it for about 10 years now maybe, but watching it then they were part of it, and they've just never got a WWE, but they've always wanted to. So like now they're in. I feel like they're going to be on WrestleMania, whether it's champions or not, but because at the same time Triple H loves Gargano and champion DIY.
Yeah.
Like in NXT, like I say, Gargano was the main man, so was Ciampa. Like the from like 2019 to 2021 period, them two were the top guys when Triple H ran NXT, and it's meant to say them now in WWE on the main roster being the top guys as well. So it's like all 4 of them together is just going to be class. But it's one of them. I don't think I have a preference if I want to win, but
It's like me. I didn't have a preference, but for the sake of the league table,
Yeah.
which everyone will find out about later, like for the sake of the league table, we need a prediction. But what we're doing, if you guess the score right, are you getting like 2 points, or is it just a 1 point system? Do you think?
Let's say if you predict it right, should we do
Because
two?
technically you're predicting 2, possibly 3 matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do 2 points
We'll do
if you
two
get
for
the
that.
score right.
Yeah. Aye.
I feel like me and you's gonna get the same score though.
I think it is.
For
It's
the
going to
same
be.
people.
It's going to be a 2-1 to someone, and I feel like it's going to be 2-1
It's
to DIY.
Motor City.
Nah,
Oh, do you?
I think DIY.
Nah.
I think it's.
Nah, I'm gonna see Motor City. That'll be good for the league table though, because then it's not.
Yeah.
One of us will minus, but then that'll be the tension for it.
Yeah. I feel like. I say because that would make Motor City Machine Guns 2-time champions as well, which would be a lot of class.
Aye.
I'm sticking with DIY, like, because I do think, because they've not long had them either. I feel like, especially the way they are now, they've not been a team since they started in NXT. And this is probably
How
the
long
best
did Motor City have them for?
They won them in November, was it? Did you say? Oh, December. Sorry, December. They lost them maybe start of this year. I want to say so.
What, Motor City?
The titles, yeah, they lost them to DIY.
No, the DIY beat them in December for them.
Also, what you said? How long did Motor City have them for?
Aye, so obviously when Motor City became champions, how long did they?
Oh, right. Oh, well, let's say they debuted in November, maybe October, and it was the second or third match when they won the title, so it wasn't
possibly
that long.
about 2 months, yeah.
As I say, maybe like 1.5 to 2 months, but...
And it's been about 1.5 to 2 months now for DIY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like when you look back at, like, obviously, like, the best tag teams, it's like I have, like, a back and forth, like, it's not just, like, a one match and it's done. It's like they have, like, loads of matches, titles change all the time. It was like when it was the Usos and New Day, like, probably that's one of the best tag team, like, rivalries. It was constantly going back and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards of who's winning it. So this could sort of be like the new version of, like, tag teams, because, like I say, there's people on the internet, they always complain that Triple H is, like, bad at sort of managing tag teams. Like, he tends to put, like, all of his thing into, like, the main, like, the Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, like, the main titles, but then he sort of loses focus of everything else. But that's just how people whinge over absolutely nothing. But I think the way he's done it with, like, DIY and Motor City has been absolutely spot on. And I don't, like you said, I think they will fight again after this as well. Whoever wins it. Like, it's not just going to be we've lost the titles, right, that's it, done. There's no way. Absolutely no way.
But it'll be
DIY for me.
I have a feeling that whoever wins, there will be another tag team coming out.
Yeah. Aye.
Do you know, like,
I agree,
after the fight happens, like, someone always comes out.
Yeah. Nah, definitely. Aye. Because I feel like one of the falls it's not going to be like... It's not going to be 3 clean falls. It's going to be like something shoddy's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, which will probably go in DIY's favour. Like, they'll do something, like, underhanded that'll get them a pinfall.
Yeah.
And then it could be like Motor City Machine Guns get their first one, and then they'll just battle it out for that second one. But obviously, like,
right, so
if you've not watched, or if anyone hasn't watched, if you go back and watch Motor City Machine Guns in TNA, and Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin in the X division, they're absolutely, like, some of the stuff they do, and, like, I want to say that if they're not 40, they'll be close to 40 now, and they're probably just as good now as they did when they were like 20 something. And Gargano and Ciampa, probably, especially, like, Gargano's better at, like, the stuff he can do in a ring, but Ciampa's more like the way, like, he controls a match, like, he knows, like, the timing of things. He's class at that, so it's like, just if you put all 4 of them in the ring, it's gonna be class. Like.
So, overall, You're saying DIY 2-1.
DIY 2-1. You're saying Motor City 2-1.
And I'm going, yeah.
Nah,
right.
DIY, I'm telling you.
I cannot work. Honestly, Saturday's going to be unreal.
I know.
Like, I didn't mind going to work shattered for it.
You're getting work like serving people, you're like, yeah, I say
Proper Homer Simpson at the table.
You're humming Seth Rollins' music while you're serving them.
Aye. Burn it down!
Just do that as you enter work.
Aye. As I'm walking through the doors to work, I'll be getting, whoa. Right.
So I'll say what you're saying is next, and say the Keo and Cody are the men's. I'm going to say it'll probably be the men's Rumble last.
Is that because they've done it?
I was going to say just because, yeah, how it's been in the past.
But they haven't been,
as long as I know.
But this is the first Royal Rumble where they're on Netflix as well, so they might be switching things up.
That's what I mean.
So
because they've not done it, because obviously Netflix in America, it's only Raw and pay-per-views. Cody Rhodes wasn't on the... Well, he was in the crowd, but he hasn't had a match on the Raw on Netflix yet, I don't think. Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think he has, so it could be a case of, like, he's our main champion, main event. It'll make him look like even bigger.
But that's what I mean. He hasn't had, like, fight, but him and Kevin Owens just keep brawling.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the best.
Doesn't matter when, they'll just find the time to punch each other.
Like, no matter what. Like, Cody Rhodes is on Raw, Kevin Owens is there, even though he's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That's the thing though, because like the fact they keep brawling, but there's no like official match. It's like, it's getting everyone being like, I can't wait till they're actually in a match. Like they're just having like a 10-minute fight anywhere in the crowd, ringside or whatever. So imagine when it's like, I'm forgetting it's a ladder match as well. Like if it was just Kevin versus Cody in a normal match, that'd be good enough.
Honestly, I still think that match will be last.
You think so? I wouldn't be mad at it.
Because you'll find out on the Royal Rumble, like the men's who wins. Yeah. And then you'll be sat there thinking, oh my god, like who they're going to challenge. I know they can pick, but...
No, yeah, but...
To find out whether you're fighting Cody Rhodes or Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Because, like you said, there's just sort of, like the whole thing with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes has a problem with probably everyone. Like...
Yeah.
Who's been announced anyway so far. You've got obviously Reigns and Cody Rhodes, obvious. If Cena won it, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes is probably the biggest match that could happen. At WrestleMania, Rollins was Cody Rhodes' first match when he came back. Sami Zayn, obviously on Raw, just gone when he kicked him in the face. You've got CM Punk and Cody Rhodes at the end of Raw. Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Like, it's just... Everyone in the Royal Rumble has some form of thing towards Cody and Kevin as well. Yeah, that's what mental
because, like Sammy, he kicked Seth Rollins in the face.
Yeah,
that was against Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
and then he kicked Cody in the face against Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
but surely he learned.
And just don't get him over Drew.
The thing with Drew, that's like, it's not pissing us off, but it's like the opening of SmackDown.
Yeah.
He come out and hugged Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like, out to get him again. And it's just, like, he can't make his fucking mind up.
Because what was it he said, what was it, when he hugged Cody Rhodes, it was like, watch your back, and then Kevin Owens attacked him.
And then Kevin Owens come out and start punching him all
over. Because then, that's something I've not even thought of. What if... Like, does that mean Drew and Kevin are working together? Does it mean, like...
Yeah.
Obviously, Drew knew Kevin was coming for him to say that to watch his back.
Yeah.
Because it's like the whole thing with Kevin and Sammy, how he asked for help. If it's Kevin and Drew as well.
Yeah.
Like, Kevin and... I don't know, I could, like... There's so many routes it can go down. If the men's one's first, the men's Rumble's first, if Kevin, say, helped Sammy, Sammy would then help Kevin.
Yeah.
Or let's say if Kevin helped Drew McIntyre, Drew would then help Kevin as well.
Yeah.
It's like, so whatever order it's in, something can happen.
It's like, what would you say the build up for would be better? Finding out who the challenger is, or finding out who they're fighting?
I'll just imagine if Cody Rhodes won, and then you're waiting to find out.
So is that your prediction as well then? Cody Rhodes winning?
Maybe. Maybe. But then I'm thinking, if you have the men's one first. I think I prefer the men's rumble being last, because the title can still change. It's the Elimination Chamber. Whereas the main event doesn't change. Who wins the rumble?
I think the men's Royal Rumble will have more hype. Like you'll be anticipating like who's winning it more, depending on who wins it. Because it's like if you're sitting there, let's say John Cena's won the Royal Rumble. That's not me answer. But let's say John Cena's like won the Royal Rumble, then you're sitting there, oh my god, like is he gonna fight Cody Rhodes or Kevin Owens? Like it's one of them ones. But then if the ladder matches first, you're like Cody Rhodes or Kevin Owens, which one out of the 30 are they fighting?
Exactly. I feel like that, because then you know the champion's nailed on. It probably won't change between then and WrestleMania. It still could, obviously, but I doubt it. It's then like, because hopefully they do the same thing as last year, where it was shown like Roman Reigns sat in the box with his title, watching.
Yeah.
And then the person won it. It was literally from the second Cody Rhodes flung CM Punk over the top rope. It was like, right, I cannot wait for Reigns Cody Rhodes again. It was like the build up for that all the way for like the next 3 months. It was just class, like non-stop. So I think I'd prefer the men's rumble last, probably.
Yeah.
I would say just...
Right. Ladder match. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens.
I think...
Prediction.
Again, it could come down to...
It'll be
if
a
Sami
lot
Zayn
of...
helped.
Go on.
I think like if Sami Zayn ends up helping Kevin Owens, it's then like a 2-on-1, isn't it? Because obviously it's a ladder match, so there's no disqualification either.
Yeah.
You could have, if Sami comes in, helps Kevin, because Sami's obviously never had like the world title and main title. He's going to want it. So
never won a Royal Rumble either, though.
No, not
as well.
Exactly. He's been in quite a few as well, and he's never won them. Yeah, I think he did enter number 30 last year maybe as well, and he still didn't win it. So
yeah.
But you need to think though, Sami's part of the bloodline, who they're not like friends with Cody Rhodes, but obviously Cody helped Roman, so is it going to be a case of Sami's going to have to pick between the bloodline and Kevin? Picking Kevin means he gets a title shot at WrestleMania.
But then he makes enemies of the bloodline.
Which people over the last 5 years have learned not to do that. So
this is what I love about WWE, man. All the storylines that could happen just off one little win.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like we've only named there like obviously one group in the bloodline. We've named 3 other people, and there's like 1,000 different stories that could happen. Like it's not just there's not just 2 things that can happen. It's like if Kevin or Cody wins, there's still 1,000 things that can happen through it. I think I'm probably going to go Cody Rhodes just because I think if he's going to lose his title, it'll be at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
that's
where there's more thought.
Yeah, like but then again, that could be the curveball. Like
I think it'll be one of them matches where both of them will get like a couple finishing moves in. You think they're gone, they're reaching for the belts, and all of a sudden they're up. Or you'll get a case of like what you were saying, where let's say Cody Rhodes is up the top of the ladder. Like imagine Sami Zayn or someone runs out and tips the ladder, and then Kevin Owens quickly runs up to make sure he gets the shot at that title. Yeah, like it's just the possibilities are mental.
Because it was a similar storyline happened. It was Kevin Owens had the storyline with Shane McMahon. I want to say 2017 Hell in a Cell, Sami Zayn was gone for a while, and he returned and helped Kevin Owens beat Shane McMahon. So it's like Sami Zayn's done it in the past.
Should I fact check you?
I'm going to say 2017 Hell in a Cell. If not, it's a
Kevin
it's
Owens
a
v Shane McMahon.
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens defeated Shane McMahon in the namesake match that also had the added stipulation of falls count anywhere.
Yeah, it was absolutely... So, like, Shane McMahon jumped off the top of the Hell in a Cell onto Kevin Owens at the announce table. But then Sami Zayn, he had, like, a black hood on. He just looked like a member of the crew, like, camera crew. He pulled Kevin Owens off the table, and then Shane McMahon just went straight through.
Wow.
But that could be like Sami Zayn, same thing at Royal Rumble. Next, match is all... It's going as it is. Cody runs out, he gets one hand on the belt. Sami Zayn comes up, tips the ladder. Cody's off. Like that. If you think, like you just said though, Netflix first one. What if they have something huge? Like,
well, it's got to be. It's the first one.
Yeah, exactly. But like the first Raw felt like a WrestleMania. The amount of hype they were putting into it, and obviously the people they had on. There's going to be maybe not more, but just as many eyes on the Royal Rumble as the Raw, because. If you ask anyone who doesn't even watch wrestling but used to watch it, they know what the Royal Rumble is. But if you say to them, 100%. You're watching Raw, you're like, what's Raw? But everyone who opens Netflix, if you think... I said the other day, I opened mine, it was the first thing that was there, popped up, said live on Saturday. It's like, they're going to go all out, so... It could be Kevin, like... I'm probably split, like, 60,
well, that's what I mean.
60-40.
That's what I mean, it's the first... Royal Rumble on Netflix, something big has to happen just to make it like memorable.
Yeah.
But then could that mean it's, let's say Cody Rhodes wins the ladder match, does that mean you'll get someone completely out of the blue winning the men's Royal Rumble just to add the like
it could be a match Cody's never had before, or it could be like a Reigns, something that he's had before, and then they have their trilogy because that's 1-1 at the minute. Like I do think I'm going to say
because that's what I mean. It has to be a big fight to be set up for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, honestly, like I say, these 3 months, obviously the road to WrestleMania, they're just every Raw, every SmackDown feels like a pay-per-view because it's like like on every single thing from now on, obviously builds to what happens at WrestleMania. Obviously, yes, it builds to Elimination Chamber as well, but Elimination Chamber is also building to WrestleMania, so it's like in a way it's all building to them 2 nights. And obviously it's the second the Royal Rumble's won, it's then when it just takes off. Like it's going to be insane, especially this year as well. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous.
Right, so your predictions, Cody Rhodes.
Just
60-40 split, you said.
Just.
I ripped mine down a few days ago, and I went with Kevin Owens. Just for like the the shock.
It will be like, you know what it is? I feel like, you know, if that is main event, I feel like Kevin will win, because I feel like if they put it on last, and something huge will happen.
Like it's one of them ones where I feel like a lot of people are just like, well, of course Cody Rhodes is winning that one. Then all of a sudden Kevin Owens wins and everyone's like, no way.
Yeah. That's because to me, I'm like, Cody's not lost it in since the last WrestleMania, obviously. So I'm just like, he'll not lose it. Cody Rhodes, he's fine. If he's going to lose it, it'll be against like a Rock, a Roman Reigns. But this version of Kevin Owens now is probably the best I've seen him since NXT.
Yeah.
He's just... Like you said, even like it's probably the most, like I said, the most invested I've been in a Cody Rhodes match because of Kevin Owens.
So I know what you mean.
If that ends up being main event, it would. I'll probably be like, right, maybe Kevin's won. Like, but as of now, I'm going to say.
But
Cody.
you're locking in Cody,
That's
right?
it. I'm saying Cody.
So locked in Cody, and then mine's Kevin. And then. Cody. Last match, men's Royal Rumble. If it's the last match, might be the ladder match.
Honestly,
but hey man, I'm just gonna sit and just upset everyone. John Cena's not winning that.
Don't know, cry. Don't, I'll cry.
Do you know what it is? I'd love to see him win it, but I think it's too obvious for him to win it.
But is that
because
a
of him being like a retirement thing?
I think like he's going to be at WrestleMania.
No, like, don't get us wrong. I feel like he'll end like 17 times undisputed. Like, I think he'll get the record. But I think for him to release, like, to announce his retirement, and then suddenly, like, after a month, win the Royal Rumble, then win the title, all in the space of like a month, when his last fight's December 29th, I think.
I know. Because
like, it's all too quick.
I could go two ways though, because it could be, like I said, Royal Rumble's still 3 months. WrestleMania's still 3 months away. If he won the Rumble, then won the title at WrestleMania, what if it was a case of him just putting on absolutely banger matches from April till December, and then you have like
a Randy Orton against Cena,
something like that, because it could be a case of like, because Randy Orton, I want to see 14-time champion. Let's just say Randy Orton.
No, he is. 14 times champion.
Let's say he's.
But John Cena at the minute's got 16. 16, he's tied with Ric Flair.
Yeah, because like say if John Cena if he wins it and goes after Cody's title, for example. What if Randy Orton wins Elimination Chamber, goes after Gunther? Randy Orton beats Gunther. It could be a case of John Cena loses to Cody. Like this is Cena loses to Cody. Randy Orton needs one more title reign then to level Cena. And then it could be.
And then they have a big.
Exactly. Like they have one last storyline because from.
That'd be class.
What year? I think I want to say their rivalry maybe started 2008, and just went for it.
All this is on the possibility that Cena wins the Rumble.
Exactly, which is That's the thing. That's the thing I like because
everyone at the minute
who's been announced so far? As I said,
Roman Reigns, John Cena. You've got Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Jey Uso, Penta. He's been good. Penta's been quality. Rey Mysterio and Braun Breaker. That's so far.
Out of them names, it's like I've got CM Punk and John Cena in there. It's like literally like the two from the childhood. I'm just like, I still can't even believe CM Punk's back, and I also can't believe Cena's retiring.
Honestly, I'm not even joking. When Cena come out at WrestleMania, I nearly cried. Honestly, I nearly cried.
Absolutely insane. I remember like watching WrestleMania 40 live, the main event of night 2. Obviously the match was going good, everything was good. Solo came out.
Do you know what was meant about that build up about Solo coming out? You had Jimmy and Jey Uso coming out, right? And then Jey Uso speared Jimmy
off the stage.
Off the stage. But so then it was like, well, Cody's got no one to back him now. And then Solo came out and he was getting, well, who's like aware, like who else has he got realistically? And then all of a sudden John Cena's music come on and it was I remember my jaw just dropped and I got like tears in my eyes.
Because that was my thought when I was like, Cody had no one at that point. It was like, well, he had Jey Uso and he was off the stage. So I was like,
he was finished.
Like obviously I love Roman Reigns, but I was like, Roman's won it again. And then it was honestly absolutely insane.
Speaking of Roman Reigns, though, I've got potential to become undisputed, as well as OTC.
That's what I mean. Like
but then that could split.
Back.
But then that could split the storyline of where The Rock returns. Could be them two stood in the ring, or they have a fight as well for like OTC.
I say the thing about
because let's say Reigns gets the title.
And
and then The Rock comes back. Well,
Yeah.
I know he came back, but he comes back to like as head chief. The boss.
Final boss, the High Chief. Oh, something because like, if the Rock, I saying the thing before. I'm talking like months ago. There's meant to be shoots of, do you know how he's in Moana?
Yeah.
They're meant to be going on in the same month of WrestleMania. So right. I don't know if he's actually going to be, if he's going to be there, but
yeah,
I think he's been too involved with the bloodline to not be involved.
Yeah.
And going back to the thing of it being on Netflix,
But
what if The Rock's in it? Like, it could be something like that.
But it could be a case of he might not be in it, but then somehow he'll just come back.
I know,
after the Moana stuff's finished.
Yeah, that's when, like, let's say Reigns gets eliminated or something. It could be a case, like a story where like Reigns is proper in the dumps after winning. Obviously, he got the Ula Fowler back from Solo.
Yeah.
If he's then like, if he didn't win the Rumble, he's like, he doesn't know what's next. Rock comes out. It could be like, is it going to go like Roman? Because Jacob Fatu, what if he's in the Rumble as well?
I know.
Could be a case of like, imagine Jacob Fatu eliminates Roman.
Oh, like, I know. Honestly, after that fight with Strowman as well.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
Probably broke his nose.
Yeah. It was absolutely insane. I thought, and then I think the obvious one who I think, it's not that I think he'll win it. I think it's that I'm hoping CM Punk, because since he's came back, he's not had a title, but he's had. Obviously, it was Survivor Series, not year just gone, the one before, when he came back. He's not had a bad match. And every storyline he's been in, obviously with Drew and Seth, it's just been insane. And
class,
with the ending of Raw, I've never been like so. It's the same as whenever CM Punk picks up a mic, but I'm glazing him now, like, but while I'm wearing a shirt, I'm absolutely glazing Phil. But with the ending of Raw, it's just like, if a 5-10 minute conversation between Cody and CM Punk was that good.
The promo,
yeah, exactly. Like, imagine a 40-minute match. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously CM Punk's the main thing. That's why he left WWE before. He's never had the main event of WrestleMania. He's had everything. Like every title, everything, probably apart from Royal Rumble win and main event of WrestleMania, which are the two things he's never had.
Is there a way, right? I'm gonna break my GCSE English out here.
Go on.
Do you know how Sammy's right? So your prediction, CM Punk.
No, wait till the convo's done.
Aye. Well, I was going to say my Sami Zayn, but what I'm thinking is GCSE English.
Go on.
If there's a way a triple threat could happen, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and then that's why Sami Zayn's kicked Seth and Cody in the face.
Could. Yeah.
Like a little foreshadow.
Could be, because I said it all depends on what happens at the Rumble as well. Not the Rumble. Elimination Chamber.
But if they do the Rumble before the ladder match.
Yeah.
Obviously, if Kevin Owens helps Sami Zayn, but then he gets beat, he's still held up his end of the bargain. Mm-hmm. But then if the ladder match comes after the Rumble, I don't understand how Owens could help Sami Zayn.
See, that's a.
Do you know what I mean?
You know, when you just said that though, because you know when was it on Raw or was it SmackDown? No, Raw it was. No, SmackDown, mate, whatever it was. When Kevin Owens spoke to Sami Zayn, the way Kevin Owens worded it, he said, "If you help me, I'll help you." So does that mean the ladder match will be first then? Because he was like, he said to Sami, if Sami helps me, then I'll help you win the Rumble.
But if the Rumble's first,
it's then relying
if
on
the ladder
Kevin
match is last, Sami can't help Kevin, and like vice versa.
Or to be fair though, that's a way to get Sami on your side, like no matter what, isn't it? If the Royal Rumble's first and Kevin helps him win it, it's then Sami Zayn can't not help.
No, exactly. But then I feel like Kevin Owens is the type where if he wins the ladder match regardless, and then it's the Royal Rumble, I feel like he's the sort of person to not help Sami because he's won.
Yeah, like he's probably not bothered who he faces. He's got the title going on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think just based off, CM Punk's definitely, but then I can't write off John Cena. CM Punk's definitely who I want, just because he's not had a title yet, and I feel like regardless, Cena will have a good match at WrestleMania against someone that'll mean something.
Oh yeah, aye, 100%.
So, in an ideal world, it's going to be CM Punk and John Cena as the last two, and then I can literally just relax, and I don't care who wins. I'm just in it for a good time.
Because there's still 18 wrestlers, could Randy Orton or someone like that come in?
If you've got Randy Orton, is Lesnar going to come back? You've got Peter from NXT.
Came back 2022 though, didn't he?
Yeah, but then there was that whole thing with Vince McMahon and that, and then he was sort of involved with it. So then he sort of had to go away type of thing, like with the whole Vince McMahon stuff. But he's still under contract with WWE.
Yeah.
So he's more than capable, and they don't keep mentioning him, but he got mentioned on Raw again. So it could be a possibility of that as well. But there's the Rock. That's what I mean. Miz, Rock. If Jacob Fatu's in it, what if Solo's in it?
Oh no, it's just the full bloodline.
That's what I mean, because that's Solo obviously on SmackDown when he just left the ring, and then Jacob Fatu sort of looked like he's took over. Solo is the only person, I could be wrong, to beat Cody Rhodes since he's been champion.
Yeah.
So if Solo came back and won the Rumble, if it was then Solo versus Cody, that then I feel just adds another layer to the whole bloodline thing as well.
So I mean, the story, like, everyone has a storyline.
And that's why, like, 18 people not in it, who the hell's it going to be?
I'd say the only one on this list that doesn't really have the storyline at the minute is Penta, but that's because he's new. Yeah. He's only had 2 fights.
True. Yeah. But see, like, even him, like, it could be a case of someone brand new just came in. He was great,
aye.
Oh, yeah, he's ridiculous.
And just took our, like, someone brand new, and then just... Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine, like, some new lad, like, obviously came from AEW, but new lad comes in, he wasn't getting treated that well in AEW, or presented that well. He comes in WWE, there you go, world title.
Aye.
It's like, it'll be ridiculous.
Undisputed.
And Cody versus Penta.
Or heavyweight, yeah.
I would say Cody versus Penta, or Penta versus Gunther. It'd be absolutely class. But I still think it's a thing of probably just too early for Penta, because he could be the type to say at WrestleMania if it was him versus Rey Mysterio, because they fought in Lucha Underground as well. It's classed as one of the best luchador matches ever.
He sort of has like a Rey Mysterio style to him as well, though, doesn't he?
You know what? I don't think he's older, but I think he's only a few years younger than Rey Mysterio as well.
Yeah.
But he's definitely like, but Rey Mysterio, he praises him all the time, saying like how good his look is, which it is. Like, there's no other masked wrestler who, when I watch, it's like they've got like a feeling like Rey Mysterio gives off and Penta gives off. I feel like before one of the people are in masks, it's just a bit like they're just seen as a masked wrestler.
Like to know who they are.
Yeah, exactly. But whereas them, it's like oh, Penta's on, I can't wait. Which is when we were younger, it was like, oh, Rey Mysterio's on, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Sort of feels like that. But then if you think, because there was the thing where Penta eyed up Bron Breakker's title as well, so it could be a case of he's going after the Intercontinental title as well, which would be class as well.
Well, to be fair, Bron Breakker's in the Royal Rumble as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if he wins that,
and
he gets a shot, that means he could be Intercontinental and either heavyweight or undisputed.
Yeah, which would be mint, because Bron Breakker's probably once this sort of wave of superstars is done, because like you say, Cody Rhodes is 40. A lot of the superstars are going towards 40-year-old and more. Bron Breakker's probably the next big thing, like a Lesnar was. Like when Lesnar came and he was young, he won a title, he was absolutely huge. John Cena came and was huge. Braun Breaker, literally NXT, he was massive. Straight to Raw, even bigger. Which is quite rare for people to go from NXT to Raw and like everyone know who they are as well.
Yeah. I have a feeling that Damian Priest will come in as well though. Because he's just been... he got transferred to Raw. SmackDown?
Just to SmackDown. Yeah. Definitely, and then...
Because the Miz tried to get away from him, didn't he? And then he's been transferred.
Yeah.
Right, so... rounded off with prediction.
I feel so bad not saying Cena.
It is tough. And
I'm going to say CM Punk.
Right.
I think. I'll put from between now and Saturday.
You might change your mind.
I say, what is Wednesday? We're going this Wednesday. I'll probably change to John Cena tomorrow. Roman Reigns the day after that. Back to CM Punk. But I think I'll stick CM Punk just because everyone else is close.
I'm gonna stick with me guns and say Sami Zayn. Just because the storylines will be good. He's never won a title. He's never won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I love an underdog. Quality.
The underdog from the underground. No,
if your answer changes and it's different to when it's Royal Rumble time.
I'm sticking.
Lock in the league table. What you're locking in CM Punk?
Yeah. It's in.
Right.
It's got a padlock on it. I've got a shirt on, and I'm drinking Pepsi. So it's a sign. It's CM Punk. I'm telling you, he's winning it. He's getting the main event after. It's too many years, but he's going to get the main event. It's going to be CM Punk Cody. And as much as I love Cody, I do think CM Punk is going to win it, and he's going to take off and have another 434-day reign. I'm telling you, it's happening. It's happening.
Thanks for watching. Leave your Royal Rumble predictions in the comments below.